you seen Star Wars?
The only good game from EA Star Wars, called Jedi Fallen Order, has a sequel in the works, and according to this new report, we now have a timeline on when the game will be revealed and when it may release too. But before we get into all the details about the game, please leave a like on this video if you are strong in the Force and subscribe to the channel. So this report comes from a reliable source for Star Wars leaks, and that is Bespin Bulletin, who were first reported in early 2020 that Fallen Order sequel was in development, and now that it's been 2 years, he has a small update. According to this new report, the plan is for Respawn to reveal the sequel for Fallen Order at Star Wars Celebration in May of this year, and since 2020 the plan was to release the game in fall of 2022, and that still seems to be the placeholder date for the game, but they can push it back to 2023 if needed. It of course makes sense to reveal the game at Celebration. The first Fallen Order game was revealed in 2019 at Star Wars Celebration and released later that year in November, I think it was November 19th when The Mandalorian Season 1 debuted as well. So I think this is the best way to market the game. It's to do it the same way this year. You have announcement in May along with some gameplay footage, and then you market it for the next 6 to 8 months and then release it sometime close to the holidays. There's been this new thing in terms of marketing that's been going around. I noticed it started in boxing, but normally you announce something, you market it for just a few months, and then you release it. You like kind of have a very short window of time between announcing and releasing to market it as much as you possibly can, because it's been shown that the more you market something over the course of 4 or 5 years or something like that, people start to lose interest, so you don't want to announce things like way too soon. And I know 4 to 5 years is kind of a stretch, but still, that same principle can apply to things like these games. So the report also mentions that he doesn't think the game will be called Jedi Fallen Order 2, and we've all assumed that the game series will continue with the Star Wars Jedi name, but it's going to have a different title for each game. So at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if EA made the story into something like a trilogy of games. I feel like Jedi Fallen Order is the only game from EA Star Wars that's even worth playing or paying attention to, so I'm really happy to hear that they're continuing its story and giving the guys at Respawn the creative freedom they need to make this game good a second time around. After 2 years of development during COVID, it wouldn't surprise me if they delayed the game just a little bit, but if they need to delay it, then I think it's kind of fine. I mean, honestly, if they reveal it in May, they can still reveal it in May at Star Wars Celebration. They just don't have to reveal it with a date attached to it. They can put a year, they can say releasing in 2022 and then say, well, we'll release it in December, or they can even put 2023 but don't give us a date and release it whenever you want in 2023, and I don't think anyone's going to have a right to complain. What's also curious is that this report, along with another reliable source who relayed the information about EA turning down a third Battlefront game, is that both of these reports are saying that EA has a second Star Wars game that is story-driven in the works. Years ago, Bespin Bulletin mentioned a rumored bounty hunter game, and since then we haven't really heard anything about a bounty hunter game involving Star Wars. So there's the rumored Mandalorian game that apparently Microsoft is working on, but we haven't heard about that in a while, so that could be the bounty hunter game that Bespin Bulletin was hinting at, or it could be this secret game being made by EA. It's really weird to think that, like, in this scenario, how many games that we have officially in development over there for Star Wars. We have the KOTOR remake, Lego Star Wars, the Star Wars Eclipse game, and now the sequel to Fallen Order. That's 4 games, and there's still an unknown Star Wars game being made by the people at EA, and potentially an unknown bounty hunter game being made by either EA or somebody else. Oh, and don't forget the Ubisoft open world Star Wars games. That's 5. So we have a lot of Star Wars games that are announced, and it's weird to think that now EA has 2 in the works, because that never really happens with EA. You know, they've wasted our time for 10 years, it seems, and it seems like they're finally getting the message that Star Wars is a popular and profitable brand that they should utilize, and so it's nice to know that they have 2 Star Wars games in the work, but personally, it's too little too late. You guys have wasted 10 years of my life on this shit. I don't really want you to waste my time any further. You should stop making Star Wars games and just let everybody else work on it, because you clearly don't care about us. So I'm hoping the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order releases this year, and I love the first game. I think the story should have a good conclusive ending, so I don't hope it ends on the second game. I hope we get a trilogy of games, but I wouldn't be sad if it ended on the second one either. I mean, this is something that you want to have a satisfying ending. I'm kind of a cynic in the terms of Jedi living past Order 66, or mainly past Episode 4, A New Hope, and I think all of them should die before that point. So I really think that, like, Cal and Seer, I don't know about Mirren because she's not really a Jedi, but I definitely think Cal and Seer should die before the events of A New Hope, and I'm sure that's the route the story is going to go eventually, but it will be curious on how they plan on doing that. But Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the second Star Wars game for Jedi Fallen Order? Are you excited for it? When do you think it's going to release? And what do you hope to see from this? What do you think it's going to be called? Is it going to be Fallen Order 2, which is unlikely, or do you think it's going to be something else? Thank you all for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on the latest news in Star Wars. If you're not following me on Instagram or Twitter, you should, and subscribe to the official Chatooine channel for our YouTube show and podcast that we do on Wednesday nights. Links to all that are in the description below. Till next time, my friends, may the Force be with you always.